you can see that there are certainly people who are attempting to make provisions for these in the most ethical way possible. Fan subbing is a very difficult title because deciding what the most ethical way possible is when you're already taking a little step out of the box is a very difficult topic.
Yeah, I can similar note this the other day. I mean, I found a link and it was to some scanlations of the manga of Mail Colony of Haruhi Suzumiya. Now, and they pretty much right there said saying this is coming out. Well, Yen's going to release it in October, or is it? October. I don't know. Yeah, October. You know, please support it. Now, I hope October comes, they're going to drop it, but but otherwise, yeah, they're legit because saying here you enjoyed it. Please go and put your money and tell these people we like this.
Yeah.
You know, because we gotta remember, we gotta sometimes we gotta pay our dues.
Yeah.
Because this is a business. The way they make more is because if it makes them money.
We have a tendency to condemn anyone that operates as a business. And it's interesting because even running the convention, frequently if we made any decisions that appeared to be business oriented, the reaction of a lot of people is, oh, you're evil. And it's like, no, that's how the business lives. Because business is, the word business is a term for a living organism of people who are producing whatever it may be, and that organism needs certain input to survive. It can be hard to balance your budget. It really can. God knows, as a country, we're kind of failing. As me, myself, with my credit cards, I'm kind of failing. And you always have to make that decision. Do I have that $12 a week for 3 stops at Starbucks? There are luckily a lot of other options coming up in discussion, and there are some, I think, pretty good solutions like Netflix, where you can, for the US released stuff, see what it's like, or the option of buying cards for iTunes Japan so you can listen to a song on there, see what it's like.
Well, there's those websites too.
With Blu-rays that we mentioned, I've heard that they share region codes between Japan and America. Do you think that'll have any impact on bootlegging, or?
I can tell you a little bit about Blu-ray. Blu-ray, you see, Blu-ray's uncrackable. I have software on my computer right now. I can crack any Blu-ray disc out there. What a lot of people don't know is if you have a Blu-ray player too, and you download fan subs, see them at Stroke and Code, say they have H.264 AVC and they have ACP audio, there's a little program that I can use to burn it on a DVD. They'll basically burn it in on DVD in a Blu-ray format, and you can pop it in your Blu-ray player and play it.
Yeah. I was going to say, technologically, there's always a race in technology, and there will always be somebody trying to crack whatever you do. But one thing that I hope that it will help with is just the fact that it is compatible and shareable.
I hope it'll make it more user-friendly.
Boundaries. Yeah, exactly, more user-friendly.
One thing I find interesting on Blu-rays, Bandai Visuals Blu-rays are cheaper than their DVDs.
They found a better production source.
I work in retail, and personally, I mean, as much as I hear about Blu-ray being so great and how it can hold so much more information, it can do this and that and that, I still am not convinced that it's going to win the format wars. I remember Laserdisc talking about DVD and how it wasn't as good, and it still kind of came out because people wanted to pay less. People were willing to buy DVD because it was less expensive.
And because of some other reasons.
I can easily see DVD sticking around and Blu-ray kind of.
We'll see. Anytime there's a new introduction like this, you have a break-in period where you get out of miniature in-company beta test and into public beta test. And it'll be very interesting to see where it goes. Are we at 4 o'clock? Yes. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. I appreciate it.